Let's start one more topic on data mining, which can be treated as basics of data mining. On what kinds of data we can do data mining, or in other words, the different types of data that can be used for data mining. This presentation is also dividing into 2 to 3 sessions, and in first and second session I will cover major types of data that can be used for data mining, and by using the last session we will discuss some advanced data and information systems. The major sources of data that can be used for data mining include relational databases, data warehouses, transactional databases. And among this, we are using mostly the relational databases for data mining. This is because existing system or the existing storage mechanism used by many of the organizations is relational database. So we have to utilize all this data for the purpose of analysis. So we can utilize this relational database for data mining. On the other hand, data warehouses are built for this analysis purpose. So it will be the most suitable form of database that can be used for data mining. And it is well suited for distributed environment as well as for lab operations. And the another category of database include transactional databases. That we will discuss about the transaction databases with an example in the coming slides. And finally, we have advanced data and information systems, which include some of the latest forms of data storage mechanisms. We will see the different types of advanced data and information systems in the coming slide. It includes object relational databases, temporal, sequence and time series databases, spatial and spatio-temporal databases, text and multimedia databases, heterogeneous and legacy databases, data streams and World Wide Web. This will be explained in detail in the last session. Okay, let's see some of the basics of relational databases. Relational data can be accessed by database queries such as SQL, that is structured query language, or we can access the relational data using GUI, that is graphical user interfaces. Okay, the given query is transformed into a set of relational operations including join, selection, projection, etc. It also uses aggregate functions such as average, sum, count, etc. Then optimized for efficient processing and allows retrieval of specified subsets of the data. We will see an example. This example is used to explain different types of data. So let's be familiar with this example. I'm dealing with an all electronics data. It's a database for all electronics. It's a inventory data for a electronics company or electronics shop. So it include when we consider it as a relational database, it includes some relation tables as well as some relationship tables. Okay, relation means in a relation table we call tables as relations. So it will describe the different entities, and we have to represent each and every entity in a table. Here we have different entities such as customer, item, employee and branch, and there are some relationship between these entities that we are representing separately as purchases, items sold, work set. Purchases include sales transaction between customer and employee. So that is the relationship between customer and employee. Then item sold. It lists the item sold in a given transaction. Then works at represent the employee works at a particular branch. So it's a relationship between employee and branch. So these are the basics we are looking when we consider a database. This is a example for a relational database, and we will see how it is represented as a relational database using the next slide. Now, this is a relational database representation. We have different entities like customer, item, employee and branch. So we are representing these as relations or tables. Okay, we have customer, customer ID. To describe the customer, we have different attributes such as customer ID, name, address, age, income, credit information, category, etc. Okay, here the customer ID is the primary key of the relation customer, which is used to uniquely identify each and every row of the table or the relation. Okay, next one is item. Item also is described with various attributes such as item ID, name, branch, category, etc. And employee, then branch. Then we have some relationship tables such as purchases, items sold and work set. Okay, all together we are calling this as a relational database. So this is an example for a relational database, and this database can be used for analytical purpose.